Hello everyone and welcome. It's Roommate and I'm here playing Timeless. So I didn't post a video on Wednesday this week. So I am getting to a video Friday, and I did post a poll on what MH3 card that people wanted to see play, and the winner was Chthonian Nightmare. So here I am. I'm playing a Golgari Chthonian Nightmare deck, and this deck is really sweet. I don't know if it's good or not, but it is really sweet in that it's using Chthonian Nightmare and Insidious Roots. These two cards have really high synergy together because basically, when you Chthonian Nightmare return something from your graveyard, you trigger Roots, you get fodder that you can then sacrifice the fodder and get back what you originally sacrificed. So that's really cool. It's like a super grindy engine, but also technically it also gives you a combo when you add Tyvar. So if you have Tyvar, 2 Roots, and a Nightmare, you can actually loop the Nightmare infinitely. Because you get to sacrifice a creature, return a creature, you get 2 tokens. Tyvar lets them tap for mana, and then you tap them for mana, you play the Nightmare, you sacrifice a creature, and you bring back another creature, and then you can loop through. So is it a guaranteed win? Not always. Obviously, making like as many ginormous roots is going to win most games. However, if you have a Stitcher Supplier or a Bowmaster in the yard, it actually does just end the game because you can Stitch Supplier, mill your deck until you find the Bowmaster, and then Bowmaster goes pew 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 to the face. So that's the main strategy of the deck. And then obviously there are some special ways to fill your graveyard or to trigger Nightmare, or not trigger Nightmare, trigger Roots or get value off Nightmares. So Grist is one of these cards that it's kind of like an extra Insidious Roots. It's not as strong, obviously, but still like flipping a Grist and just like being able to destroy something, or just plus 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 plus, you get a bunch of things, you fill your graveyard. It's a pretty solid card. Jet Collector, once you have yard, you get a free mox, and then you can pay X and a black, and you get a basically buy back a creature. It does have a finality counter on it, but with Roots, still like super good. Roots trigger, buy back a Grist, flip the Grist. So it exiles, so the finality counter even goes away. So it's pretty solid, especially with Grist and Luris. And what's really cool about Luris is Chthonian Nightmare. And I've had the situation where my opponent has, in my testing, my opponent's Thoughtseize me with a Chthonian Nightmare and a Luris in hand. And no matter which one they took, I still get to buy the other. I still will find and be able to get the other one. So it's a very resilient sort of grindy deck. And then just to give it a chance against unfair decks, because Show and Tell has been on the rise, and because you're playing so much graveyard interaction, I am on Grief Reanimate. So because Reanimate's still just a good card in this archetype, and you just need interaction, and Grief's a really strong card with Jet Collector, Chthonian Nightmare. So Grief, Reanimate, it will scam, but that's the main deck. Sideboard, a Curse Marauder. It's kind of like and Flare of Malice. These are very similar. This one's loopable with Chthonian Nightmare, but Flare of Malice is I think it's just better because it's one-sided, and it's much better with cards like Grief or Stitch Supplier. So, yeah, I have a split. I don't know which one's better. Endurance, just really good graveyard interaction that you can loop with your deck. So, very strong. Harvester of Miseries. It's a removal spell that you can also reanimate and board wipe with. Pretty good. Veil of Summer, just control decks are a tough matchup for this deck because you casting Chthonian Nightmare all the time, and you don't really have like a super like fast go under counterspell deck. So Veil of Summer, good. Reclamation Sage, show and tell matchups, and Meat Hook Massacre. It's another way that you can actually like kill someone with Chthonian Nightmare if you don't have Stitch Supplier or Bowmaster, but it's also just a pretty solid board wipe against energy decks. So that's going to be the deck. I'm going to take it in the best of 3. I have no idea how this deck's going to do because I've only tested it a couple times just to make sure the deck functions. So let's see. Welcome into round 1. I'm here with my Golgari Chthonian Nightmare deck. And yeah, so I've tested a different Chthonian Nightmare decks. I know a lot of people have been playing the Dimir versions that Aspiring Spike made popular in Modern. I always wanted to play this Golgari one because I thought like Gris is so good with Chthonian Nightmare. So this hand is a keep. It's not like an amazing hand, but it's a very resilient hand with like a bunch of doubles. Ooh, Eldrazi. Okay. Yep. Is this a turn 1 chalice? No. So I am just going to play a Stitch Supplier. I don't think my life total is going to super matter here. Those are pretty decent hits, actually. Getting the Bowmaster and the Boggart Trawler. Show and tell. Okay. Okay. That's probably going to be too little too late. No. Okay, it is Eldrazi Show and Tell. Have not seen that, but I am probably just dead. See what they tutored. Fave Wishes. Mastermind's Inquisition. Mastermind's Inquisition. It's just like Storm? Oh. Okay. Huh. Okay. Yep. So against this deck, Reclamation Sages and Veil of Summers. Take out the Roots. Roots is just like way too slow in this type of matchup. Same with Tyvar, probably. Yeah. Like, Roots is a good card, but if they're just going to try and combo off on turn 1 or 2, then I need the interaction. Play first. This hand cannot beat Show and Tell, so we're going to mulligan. This hand's also not great, but maybe... I know. I think I have to keep it and just put the Tyvar back. And just turn 1 Stitch Supplier, turn 2 Chthonian Nightmare. Hope I have a turn 3, and maybe try and find a Grief with the Stitch Supplier. Nope. It's like getting a jet collector back is good, but it's obviously not going to be enough if they just, have a show and tell here. 2 mana doesn't do anything for me. They have an endurance. They have a force of vigor. Okay. Attack. Pass. Not the worst draw. Palantir of Orthanc. Sure. Why did it tap like that? Salts. One top, one bottom. They have a 13 drop in their deck. Yeah, okay. Phew. Well, I hope they try and interact with me. The One Ring. Sure. Resolves. Underground Mortuary. Do not need another land. Ping. See. Yeah, if it's an Emrakul, it's an Emrakul. Oh. Yeah, that was a nightmare matchup. Welcome into round 2. I'm playing Golgari Nightmare. Hopefully we have a little closer match as I wait for my opponent. Yeah. This is a keep. It's a I was gonna say it's a turn 1 scam, but not anymore. They have to take reanimate, right? I mean, they could just take the grief. I would love it if they took Grist. And they could take, like, a Death Right if they really wanted to. I have to imagine it's Reanimate or Grief. But it's not going to be the Grief because then I get to just Reanimate it. So it has to just be Reanimate here. Yeah. Chthonian Nightmare. That makes Tyvar expendable with my Grief. So I am just going to Grief. What are they? They're just Scam. This is kind of the matchup I do want to play. So play a Deathrite. They cannot dash the Ragavan unless they draw an untapped land. Nope. Yep. Insidious Roots, eh? I'll take that. Play Insidious Roots, play a Grist, and yeah. Feel like I'm in a decent spot here. Especially if they don't have black or green mana. Dashing a Ragavan, I will 100% block. Bowmaster, sure. Boggart Trawler. That's just a land. So I can have 4 mana, but I do want to flip this Grist when I get it back. So, oh, there's no lands. That's fine. Right. Sacrifice this, bring back Grist. I get a 1/2 and a 1/1, and I fill my graveyard. Yeah, that's still the right play. Yep. And then I can actually bring back Grief. Next iteration of it. If I wanted to. They have a card in hand. Nice. Bowmaster, Jet Collector. Yeah, it's really good. They have Land Fury. I'm a little scared. Troll. Okay. So they have a green. They do have a green source. They do not pay the life. That's interesting. Just burning. Okay. So, I'm supposed to get... Yeah, I don't think that matters that much. So, Chthonian Nightmare. I guess I'm supposed to plus, because I'm not destroying any of that yet. Okay. I'm going to pay 2 energy. Get back a Bowmaster. Sack that. Shoot that. Play a Chthonian Nightmare. Yeah. So that was the good part of the deck. When you get to play a fair match. I kind of like these cards. What are they going to have? Huh. Well, you know, what would I take out? I almost want to take the Griefs out. Yeah, I kind of think taking out Grief's a good idea. Maybe it's a... Like, I want all my grindy engine cards. How many lands am I at? 22? 23 with the Boggart Trawler. I'm gonna cut a Phyrexian Tower. Because my curve technically got a little higher. Or no, it got a little lower because I sided in Veils. but still have 22 lands, and I really don't want to flood, and tower isn't as important. I don't need to be like explosive in this matchup, so I think playing it this way is fine too. This hand is good, but it is very weak to Grief Scam. Not super weak to Ragavan. That was probably the worst draw in the deck. Lightning Bolt my Stitch Supplier. Yep. They're gonna play their own Stitch Supplier. I want to draw a Bowmaster. Like, that would be the best draw, bar none. Deathray Shaman too. Okay, we're halfway there. I did just draw the exact card I wanted. Flash in my Bowmaster. Ping. Is it Bowmaster the Bowmaster? I am not blocking because I have this Chthonian Nightmare. No blocks. I will take one. I also have this Tyvar, which is really good. Reanimate their own troll. Okay. It's trying to clock me. Makes sense. What's the best draw for me? Exiling a land. Okay. What are they playing? Another Ragavan. With a red up. I am Bowmaster, triple block, kill it. Tyvar, back at Deathright, but that doesn't do that much. Yeah, 3 mana is really awkward here. I think the play is to Bowmaster. Not try and kill this, but Bowmaster the Ragavan and block. Thoughtseize. Okay. Bowmaster, ping the Ragavan. Resolves. I have to imagine they take the Nightmare. What are these last 2 cards? Oh, Pitch of Fury. Oh, no. Yep. No, that might get me. Because I go to 15. And yeah, take 2. Underground Mortuary. Definitely not a land. Nah, Roots is too little too late. I don't even know. Deathright Shaman keeps me alive, so that's the only thing I got. Pass. Yep. Just going to gain some life. They're exiling their own grief? Huh. It's an interesting choice. Oh. No! Yeah, I can gain life, but then I'm just gonna die to their death rate. Nope. Cancel. Exile a card from my graveyard. Yeah, just a Stitch Supplier. Untap my death right. I can gain yeah, just another Stitch Supplier. So I go to 5. Well, I guess I'm not dead, because I can reanimate my Bowmaster. This gives me enough blockers to not die to the troll. And yeah, it puts them in a top deck. I'm effectively won. So Bowmaster, a Lightning Bolt, land. What did I draw? Grief. Okay. Did I survive this game? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. That's a 7. Sure. Oh. Can I win? Bowmaster. I don't. Yeah. I can Bowmaster, get back 2 cards from my graveyard, which can kill that. Yeah, I think that's good enough to win. Bowmaster. Shoot. Wow. I miraculously managed to eke that one out with 1 life. So that was sweet. I'll be back for match 3. Welcome to round 3. I'm playing my Golgari Nightmare deck. And yeah, I'm going to keep this hand. It's kind of a risky hand, I would say. Is this the energy deck? It probably is the energy deck. Yeah, it's just Stitch Supplier. If this is the energy deck, I'm gonna hold my reanimate. Yeah. I have the removal spell for Ocelot Pride. Actually, their hand doesn't do that much. But this means my Deathrite Shaman's going to live, and I desperately need my Deathrite Shaman this match. So Just gotta pay the life, play a death right, and pass. Yeah, I don't, like, they get a stop. No! Oh, no. No. Now they gotta flip the Ajani too. Do I want their Ajani or my grief? No, it's my grief. Man. They gotta find the removal spell here? No, just another ant raptor. Okay. I do need to find a land. Few. Yeah, it's just Bowmaster. Wow. They've definitely run pretty hot. Yeah, my grief is gone. They're going to attack. I'm gonna Bowmaster, ping a raptor, and double block this Ocelot Pride. Ping a raptor. Double block. Okay. That was actually not a bad draw, because I get a second main. Just play a Deathrite Shaman, and now I have a Roots plus a Jet Collector to try and start my grind engine. Yeah. Do I block? I'm gonna block. I don't want to like get cheesed by burn spells here. Where'd they draw? Okay. Insidious Roots. Deathrite Shaman. Actually, I'm also just gonna play my Grist. Green. Okay. I would like for them to whiff. Okay, they did whiff. Sweet. Yeah. Stitch Supplier. I am gonna get a creature back. So I am just going to pass here. They gotta find a historic card. That's a good one. I have to imagine they just give me the Deathrite Shaman. Yep. Which I'm happy with. Deathrite Shaman still good here. Resolves. They did find a Flage, which they're shooting my Grist. Fine. Resolves. I am going to eat my own Jet Collector here, because I want more green mana. So I would love it if they'd attack. That would be perfect. So I am going to eat my Jet Collector, because if I find a reanimate, like the Grist is just a good enough target on its own. And eat the card from the graveyard. Now I have a ton of fodder. Yeah, we're just gonna do this right now. And I'm gonna offer the trade. Or not the trade, the chump. Cool. Yeah, I want to fill my graveyard. Nice. It's some juicy targets for my Insidious Roots Deathrite Shaman. Huh, that's interesting. Yeah, if I knew I wasn't drawing a spell there, I almost would have sacrificed this to try and get a redraw off the amulet. Pass. Main phase. Yep. Find another amulet. I'm just gonna go to my graveyard. Yeah, just a Bowmaster. And the grief. I don't think the grief's going to matter. Luris. That's a pretty good one. Because now I get to Luris back a Jet Collector. Second main. Yeah. I can actually attack. So now we go second main. Get a Mox Jet. And then we're going to exile you. Make a green. Exile you. Make a green. We're going to pay X equals 1. Bring back a Grist. Auto pay. And destroy the Static Prison. Get back a Grief. Thoughtseize their card. And pass. I don't think the Boros Energy deck can win from this spot. Static Prison. What you gonna nab? Yeah. I was able to stabilize. That was a pretty decent job by them too. Meat Hook Massacre and Harvesters. This is not a grief matchup. Honestly, Reclamation Sage is pretty good too. Not specifically the Rex Sage matchup. I'm gonna take a Boggart Trawler out. I guess it is good against specifically Flage. Yeah, I'm actually gonna cut a Reanimate and a Tower. Tower's more for matchups I need to be explosive. This one I just need to stabilize, because Insidious Roots, Chthonian Nightmare, I just need to not die. And Harvester is definitely going to help. Yeah, this hand's like needs 3 lands. Okay, this is better. I'm just gonna bin the Reanimate. I don't have anything to actually do with it. Ocelot Pride. Yeah, that's a good card on the play. They just go removal spell. Core Skyfisher. I did not know these decks were on Core Skyfisher. Sure. I'm gonna go Roots. And eat the card from your graveyard. Make it green. And just play a second Deathrite Shaman. Just get my mana online. Do want one of my creatures to die. Ocelot Pride, sure. Unlicensed Hearst. I would like you to unlicense Hertz creature cards from my graveyard. That would be nice. We're gonna Insidious Roots. I'm gonna Surveil. Another Roots? I'll take that. Oh. Sure. You get me to tap my Deathrite Shaman. Just play a Grist. Ocelot Pride. Yep. Static Prison. Yep. I mean, that's a good turn. Does mean none of my creatures die. So they get 2 1/1s. Oh, they have the City's Blessing. Yep. That was better than I thought it would be. No attacks. In turn. I do need a creature in the graveyard. Though I think if that happens, I will stabilize. Blood Moon. What do I want more? Double black or double green? I think it's double black for Meat Hook Massacre and stuff like that. So, double green is just... Oh, yeah. No, it's definitely double black. Okay. Block. My turn. Ooh, Reclamation Sage. What do I destroy? Static Prison? Huh. Yeah. I think it's just Static Prison. I don't care about this Blood Moon. And I don't really care about the Unlicensed Hearst. Take action. And pass. Yep, exile land. What is their last card? That is super interesting. Nurturing Pixie. Blood Moon. Okay. No attacks. I will eat my own creature with my Deathrite Shaman. Puts me up to 7. I get 3 1/1s. Or not 1/1s, but I get 3 cards. That was a good draw. Yep. Blood Moon, sure. These flyers are threatening me. Oh, baby. Just do x equals 3. Yeah. I don't think they can win. If I just x equals 3, you're gonna like kill all the stuff. And I gotta attack. They can't. I mean, they could. I'm just gonna attack with my grist. Try and grow some of these. Keep some more plants. Ooh. That's sweet. Okay. Yeah, you are end step. So I'm going to exile my grist. Make a green. Exile my grist. Make a bunch of giant roots. And then do x equals 3. Basically destroy all their stuff, keep my giant roots, and gain 5 life. Nice. Yeah, I don't think they have any outs. They can't even flage me. Yep. Triple Insidious Roots is pretty good against the Unlicensers. They're helping me? Okay. I mean, they were dead anyway, but... Yes, second Blood Moon. That is the game. And I am back for the wrap up with my Golgari Nightmare Insidious Roots deck. Deck went 2-1. I got tranced by a show and tell deck. And then I prettily I'm not gonna say handedly, because I did live at 1 life one of those games, but the other matches, the fair matches against Scam and against the Boros Energy deck, took care of business. It's really cool that Insidious Roots kind of actually like neuters a lot of the popular graveyard interaction, because you still get the roots. And obviously when my opponent played the Unlicensers into triple Insidious Roots, it put them in a really tough spot. And I did also, I squeaked that one out. Yeah, I don't, even if I didn't draw the Meat Hook Massacre, I think I probably would have still won that game. It would have been closer. Maybe I wouldn't have, but I would have put 2 creatures in their graveyards that I could try and eat if they ever tap down. Yeah, I would have been close, but so I was able to take it down. Maybe I need to like sideboard extra Thoughtseizes just for the show and tell like unfair matchup, because that matchup is so bad if you can't find the grief. It's basically unwinnable, but this deck was super sweet. Thank everyone who voted in my poll. I do have some of those other cards. I do have some brews that I am working around for them, but yeah, thanks for watching.